Hello students, welcome to this ethics class. Now we will be discussing 2020 question 9. Before watching this video, again attempt this question on your own at least once. And this is the first part of the question. This is the second part of the question. So first you need to identify the ethical issues that are involved. Next you need to specify which specific steps you will take to ameliorate the conditions of this district. So first of all, there is poor targeting of social welfare schemes, and one of the major reasons for such backwardness of this region is that tribals are not included in the decision making, since they are following exclusive and non-democratic decision making. If tribals were in decision making, they would demand jobs first. They would also demand the kind of social welfare schemes they want, and there would also be better targeting of social welfare schemes because tribals themselves would be supervising the schemes. They would be supervising the execution of the schemes. They would not prevent any exclusion of beneficiaries. So major reason why this district is failing is that tribals are not included in the decision making. That's why we are going with wrong schemes, poor targeting, and there is no focus on jobs. And there is child labor, which is another ethical issue. Then we see that materialism is being the highest ideal here. It is triumphing values. There is lot of materialism here. And there is lack of focus on the area by the state government or central government, etc. So this shows that there is lack of responsibility and accountability by this government, by the elected leaders, by the higher levels of governments. So they have not focused on this area. That is one of the reasons why this region is backward. And there is poor law enforcement mechanism that is unable to address the rampant child labor. Even though it is very rampant, we are not able to address it. And there is poor government work culture. This is without empathy. This has led to other ethical issues, and there is no focus on livelihood creation and development. This poor work culture without empathy is another reason, and NGOs are also seems to be compromised in their role. And one more ethical issue is the poor condition of work in farms. And there is violation of rule of law, breakdown of law and order with rampant child labor and poor working conditions. And there is also issue of rural urban migration. And we can find that values in the society have deteriorated primarily due to economic compulsions. This is similar to the option of materialism triumphing values. We can combine these points. And it is also against girl child education and childhood. And the major reason why girls are being sent to farms and gents and men are being sent to urban areas is because of patriarchy. You might have already studied about feminization of agriculture due to this patriarchal value in your economic survey. I think it is in 2016 economic survey. So these are the major ethical issues that I could identify. If you can identify more, you can write and expand your answer. And next we need to talk about the steps that we will take to improve the situation of girls in the district and to improve overall economic scenario. So specific steps: tribal driven employment planning and execution. So in both planning and execution, it should be tribal driven because they know the kind of jobs they can do, they know the skill set they have, they know the jobs they want, they know the schemes they want, and they themselves could supervise the schemes. They would prevent any exclusions, and it would result in better targeting. Then we'll take skills training. For example, Kaushal Yojana can be used. We will attract industries. We will create infrastructure that will attract industries, and we will create capital assets that will create employment directly on their own and also in the future. We can use MG Narega, district funds, National Rural Livelihood Mission. In MG Narega, there are a lot of funds unused generally. So all of this can be used to create employment. So you can use your economy knowledge here. Then we will be developing the capacity of law enforcement machinery, and we would also undertake immediate social welfare schemes to support tribals till employment plan is fully executed. So again, these social welfare schemes should be led by tribals. They know what they want. Yes, economic compulsions get removed. So slowly when economic compulsions get removed, we can focus on changing values in the society based on social movement. So we can partner with local communities, with local leaders, we can campaign, we can go on literacy programs. All of these are essential to have a value change in society, to push materialism backward, so that people would not send their children for labor only for some money. Then we can take stringent action against contractors if child labor or even any other labor laws like poor working conditions are violated, with improved enforcement mechanism and primarily with support of community and community vigilance, because they no longer support child labor, because when their economic compulsions get removed and the value systems in society change, then we would have support of the community and the vigilance and the support of law enforcement mechanism. And then we will also investigate into NGO funding and the activities, and we will take appropriate legal actions if they are found guilty. So these are the specific steps we can take. You can list more, and it turns out the answer comes out to be roughly around 237 words. So it is within our word limit. And that is it. You need to understand all the dimensions of the issue with different ethical issues, and you should be able to identify the steps that you can take to address the situation. So that is why UPS has asked this question. So that is all. Thank you.